the mountain under the shining cocoon, over in the north, when the sun is eclipsed at noon, the men who play pretend they're bears have to make sure they stick to village lanes. There are many a tale of a man chasing a young woman where he can't quite figure out who she is, but he goes after her out of the village and across the meadow and into the woods, until he finds himself deep within the dissolving fog and can never return home. And the women pretending to be tenches can sometimes hear the footsteps of the bear that's chasing them, but there's nobody behind them when they turn around. Very spooky when it happens. And the common thing to both the phantom fish and the phantom bears is that they do not speak, so during the chase, the young men and women sing a song of call and response, which keeps everyone safe. But sometimes pretense becomes more than just pretense, and men really do turn into bears during the chase, and women into tenches. Or at least so people say. Everyone knows someone who's definitely seen it happen. And the opposite happens as well. Regular bears turn into men, and tenches crawl out onto the riverbank as women. And during the second total eclipse, in places where there is one, they return to their original form. A tench-turned woman who doesn't want to be a fish again can simply leave the lands of summer eclipse and be a person forever. Same with bears-turned men, and men-turned bears, and women who'd become tenches and now don't want to be women again. Many places never quite get a total eclipse, but whatever is close enough counts, and the time between these eclipses is a time of general transformation and reversal. Usually, the celestial tench swims up and down beneath the celestial bear, and down on the ground, men are the heads of families, and their wives and children are subordinate to them. But between the eclipses, the tench is above the bear, so the gender hierarchy down on the ground is reversed. Men become subordinate to women, and every day women sit down to feast, and the men cook for them and serve them. It's a bit like the Roman Saturnalia, so maybe people also exchange presents. And of course, how long this Saturnalia lasts depends on where you are. A bit more to the south, and it's only one day of reversal. All the way to the north, and it's an entire 13 days of everything being helter-skelter. But there aren't a lot of people living so close to the primordial fog. It's a very uncanny place overall. And if you look towards the fog from a distance, you can't even see it. It's only when you get close to it that it materializes into being. From up on a tall treetop, you can look towards the edge of the world and see whole mountain ranges far away, but those mountains don't actually exist. You can never reach them. There's nothing but fog over there.